Hello everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews, and in today's review I will be taking a look at the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Megatron, the evil leader of the Decepticons himself. And here he is in his tank mode, and again, this looks amazing. This looks so screen accurate to the one that we have seen in the show itself. And if you come under here, of course, he is doing a weird pose in tank mode, but at least this one hides it way better than the original Warrior Class 1 did, because the original Warrior Class 1, whoo, you can technically see the robot mode just doing a weird a gymnastics pose or something. I don't know, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, you can technically see his head and see his hands, but I don't care about the back. What I care is about the front. Oh, I think I forgot to bring down one piece. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So, yeah, it's a really nicely done tank mode. For what it is, it's really very good in my opinion. And there's a little bit of black paint right here on the front of the turret. And I got a little bit of black here on the tank mode as well. Got a lot of black paint on the cannon itself. Got a little bit of red right here. You got these missile racks with the barrels done in red and a little bit of black for the background. And got some black for the treads, which is really nice. He does have some rolling wheels on the bottom, so he can definitely roll. Yep, he can definitely roll because he has wheels on the bottom, so that's pretty cool. So now he is, so my tongue stopped working. He does include a little effects part right here, so you can actually put this right here. Oops. So yeah, you can actually unplug these two effects parts together to come in two pieces, so they just plug together and make one simple piece. So yeah, better be careful about this effect part because it can be very easy. And you can actually plug this on the back of the tank mode, so he can, you know, just blast off into space if you really want him to. But the best thing about this effect part, whoops, I keep untapping this. Yeah, there we go. Now the best thing about this effect part, it can actually plug into the cannon and have that going on there, which is pretty cool. I do quite dig that. That is really nice in my opinion. Really cool. You want the cannon to fire something, so that's pretty cool. And he does include a Build-A-Figure part for Macadam. He does include this top piece right here, so he includes this one. So it's already plugged into the rest of Macadam, so I don't have to unplug everything and, you know, just plug everything back together because it's gonna take a while. So now let us bring in the rest of the Cyberverse Deluxes for comparison with Megatron. So here is Megatron with King Grimlock, with Shockwave, with poor Hot Rod, with Bumblebee, with Optimus Prime, and with Deluxe Class Cyberverse RC. So you can see how the 7 Cyberverse Deluxes look together in vehicle mode, and they do quite and not in vehicle mode, in alt mode, because Grimlock is not the vehicle mode right here. So in alt mode, they do look quite good together, except for Hot Rod, who is lacking in so much paint. But we're talking about Megatron right now, so that is pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. And I think that is pretty much it for the tank mode. Oh, one more thing, these missile racks right here, they can actually unplug themselves. You know, you can actually move these to these ports right here if you don't want to do any parts forming. You know, yeah, this is the only parts forming that you have to do. And if you don't want to do that, then you can actually just leave that there. But I just prefer to leave that there in tank mode because I think it looks better that way. So yeah, so I think that is pretty much it for the tank mode. What you see is what you get. It's very simple. It's very basic. And the turret does not even rotate. It doesn't even do that. So yeah, I guess it's time to transform Lord Megatron into his robot mode and see what the big deal is here. So first thing I would like to do is just unplug these and just plug them right there right now, and just plug them like so. And there you have that done. So now I will take the whole turret out like so and put it off to the side for now. And now we shall get started with the actual transformation. So the legs, they're pretty simple. You want to untab and split the legs and just bring them down, and that will click into place. Flip out the foot, and this will just come over, and that will peg into place. And this thigh rotation right here, you have to use that in order to rotate the leg around like so. So the same thing on the other side, just bring them down and just tab that into place. Flip up the foot and just flip this down, tab that in, and just rotate this around, and there you have his legs pretty much all done. So the upper torso right here, so you want to untab these sections right here, just untab them, and just fold this down and just bring this down, and it'll give you the clearance to rotate this upper section right here 180, and there you have that all done. Now his backpack, pretty simple. You want to flip these in, there are little tabs right here. I'm not sure you can see it, my camera will focus. There are little tabs right here, and they will tab into these slots right here, so they will just clip in like so, and that will lock the backpack in place. So that's pretty clever. So now the arms, just rotate them down like so, and just bring this up just like so, and then flip this in, and the arms can definitely pop out easily, so that's one main gripe with the figure. And just bring the arm down, rotate it around so the elbows are oriented properly, and rotate the wrist so that the wrist is oriented properly. So that's one arm. So let's try to do this without popping the arm off. So you want to bring this over right now like so, and you want to bring them down like so. Bring the arm down first, you want to bring that up, and you want to flip this in, and there we go. Yay, we didn't pop off the arm anyway. So just bring the arm down, rotate it around, and rotate the wrist, and I think we are pretty much done with this transformation. So there you have Megatron fully transformed into his robot mode, and of course we need to finish off the look. He needs his fusion cannon, and just plug in the fusion cannon, and there we go. So there you have Cyberverse Megatron fully transformed. And yeah, again, Cyberverse has struck me with a really good looking Cyberverse Megatron. It's probably the best looking Cyberverse Megatron, and yeah, very screen accurate to the one that we saw in the show. It's a great looking figure. Sure, there should be a lot of silver paint on this figure, but it doesn't really bother me. I like the unpainted gray. I think it works for Megatron himself. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt, I feel like it's missing something. I don't know. I feel like it's missing some paint details. He should have the black eyebrows like he should have in G1. But that again, this is not G1 Megatron. This is Cyberverse Megatron, but it looks like G1 Megatron, does it? Right? So yeah, the head sculpt definitely looks like the one in the show. Red for the eyes, got black outlines for the eyes, which is really nice. Got that stern face look, and got a little bit of beard right there. I think that should be a black beard, I don't know, but anyway. Nice Decepticon symbol on the chest, got some nice painted details on the belly right here, got some reds, got some blacks, got some yellows, got a little bit of blue paint right there, and yeah, and really nicely detailed. I do quite like that, very much. Got two different tones of gray paint. This is the darker gray, and this is the lighter gray, which is really nice. I think that is pretty cool. A little bit of black on the knees, which is really nice. So yeah, and the backpack, it's not a big backpack, you know, it's fine, you know, it's what it is. Yeah, I will say this is the best Cyberverse Megatron that we've ever had in the toy line. So yeah, really cool figure. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It does have a lot of wiggly, and can rotate. It can rotate a full 360. Can't really look up. Can look down a little bit. Shoulders can rotate a full 360. You can use this joint to move the shoulders forward if you want to. They can move in and out. He does not really have a bicepsable, I guess, but it can rotate at the elbow. He does have an elbow joint, about 90 degrees of bend, and he does have a wrist swivel due to transformation, which is really nice. I do quite like that. Not a lot of figures have wrist Not a lot of figures from the Cyberverse have wrist swivels, but hey, it's something to note. And he does have a waist swivel, which is really nice. The legs can move up that far, can move back that far. Got a little bit of rotation at the hip, and he does have a thigh swivel, which is nice. And he does have a knee joint, about 90 degrees of bend. The feet can actually move up and down, and he does have a lot of ankle tilt right there. So yeah, he's pretty posable. Although I don't quite like how the head is super loose at the ball joint, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal breaker for me. It's fine. He still looks amazing. He still looks good, and he's still fun to mess with. So. Oh, one more thing about the cannon. There's one more thing that you can do with the cannon. You can actually move these forward like so, and just rotate this up, rotate that up, and just rotate the arm around like so. Rotate the arm around like so, and you can actually, you see these posts on the sides of the cannon? They're on an angle. So yeah, they're on an angle, so that means you can actually plug this in and plug this in to the other hand, and there we go. There you have Megatron doing the 2007 Megatron move. Oh, you can see, join them in extinction. So yeah, you can actually do that, and you can actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. You can actually plug this in. We can plug this in, and there we go. And there we go. There we go. That's awesome. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Megatron can do this. Wow, Cyberverse Megatron can do this. I feel like there's a 2007 Megatron vibe going on here. So that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. Very much. Yeah, really cool. Whoops. Oh my gosh, Megatron, your hips are super loose. That's another problem with this figure. The hip joints are super loose, but I don't care. That's easily fixable, you know. So that is pretty cool. That you can actually, you know, recreate the scene in the 2007 film where Megatron says, "Join them in extinction," you know, in front of Optimus Prime himself. So that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. He does have little pegs on his pelvis section, so what you can do is probably you can plug this in there. No, that cannot fit in there. Sorry, it doesn't fit anywhere. So yeah, yeah, really cool that you can actually pull out that look. Really nice. I do quite dig that very much. So yeah, let us bring in the other Cyberverse Deluxes for comparison with Megatron. And here is Megatron with the rest of the Cyberverse Deluxes that I have reviewed so far. So here is Grimlock and Bumblebee, poor Hot Rod, Optimus Prime, RC, and of course his Decepticon compadre, Shockwave. So yeah, they look really good together, except for Hot Rod. Hot Rod doesn't, I feel like Hot Rod doesn't really fit into the team, but hey, it is what it is. I still dig Hot Rod's figure. It's still fun to mess with, although there's a lot of red color on him. There's not a lot of paint on Hot Rod, but anyway, they still look good together. I really love these figures, you know. And yeah, 7 down, 1 more to go. Just need Thunderhound to finish off McAdam, because McAdam needs his head. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. And so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Megatron. And yeah, another great figure in the Cyberverse Deluxe Class line. Yeah, there are some loose joints here and there, but that's fixable. You can use floor polish or piece of tissue paper to fix up that ball joint. And yeah, really nicely done figure. I definitely like this guy. This guy looks really good in robot mode, very screen accurate, and looks really good in his tank mode. That tank mode is gorgeous. Sure, the robot mode is, you know, it's there, it's obviously there, but at least this tank mode, at least this Megatron's tank mode definitely hides the robot mode way better than the original Warrior Class version. The original Warrior Class version was not that good, in my opinion. And I'm glad that we got these deluxes because they're more playable, they're more posable, and they come with effects parts, they come with, you know, they build a figure for Macadam, and that is really fun to do. So yeah, I definitely like these figures a lot, although Hot Rod is definitely the worst. But anyway, so yeah, Megatron is definitely one of the better figures of these Cyberverse Deluxes. So yeah, really cool figure in my opinion. So as far as ranking Megatron from a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that he's like, you know, 9 out of 10, I guess. So he's 9 out of 10. I definitely like the way that you can actually pose him with the cannon, you know, with you know, having the 2007 Megatron look, like the "join them in extinction" quote. You can actually recreate that scene. That's pretty cool. And yeah, very screen accurate in robot mode, screen accurate in tank mode, and yeah, so 9 out of 10. Really nicely done figure. So well done, Hasbro. You really did a good job on this figure. Maybe you, the joints can be a bit loose. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Maybe a little bit more paint here and there to spruce up the figure, but hey, it is what it is. So 9 out of 10. It's still a great figure to mess with. Still a fun figure to mess with as well. So, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can also check out my Cyberverse reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll put the link in the description down below for that playlist. And of course, if you want to get a Cyberverse Deluxe Class Megatron of your own, you can always check out BigPatToyStore.com for any availability. So I'll post a link to that website in the description down below as well. So I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Cyberverse. There you have the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Megatron, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.